With the rise of the modern idea of making the city quiet, the famous song, The Song of Water, seems to have become a sort of prophecy for the city. Turtle Mountain and Snake Mountain stand quietly, and the great plan rises in my heart. This quiet means not only the tranquility of nature, but also means that quiet has become the aesthetic pursuit of urban construction. From the Yellow Crane Tower to the east, Snake Mountain mirrors the Shouyi Red Tower with its lush expanse of verdant greenery. It faces the widened Yuema ground, where a huge sculpture-style building rises, with a red V-shaped character to salute the Shouyi Red Tower. This is the pride of Wuhan. And the revolution of 1911, which overthrew the thousands of years of feudal monarchy, started just here, some 100 years ago. Whether the museum sank into the ground, or the nearly 2 kilometers of garden-like central axis around the V-shape, they make Sun Yat-sen's memorial statue witness the magnificent solemnity of the great city. And the Turtle Mountain across the river adds a trace of tenderness to the city through music. Wuhan Qingtai Grand Theater and Concert Hall are separated from the Gu Qintai by the shallow Lotus Pond. With concrete, glass, and bronze, the Palace of Modern Art was built. In this state-of-the-art arena that rivals the National Center for the Performing Arts of China, even every seat in the auditorium has been acoustically designed to absorb sound test many times, boasting that in the furthest seat you can hear the wobble of the stage. The world-famous symphony orchestras come here one after another, so that music lovers can listen to the famous music around the world within Wuhan. Architecture is the historical memory of a city. The memory of Panlong City derives from 3,500 years ago, and she was the earliest known as the root of Wuhan. Panlong City Site Museum is also the shortest, limited to 12 meters high, in order to reduce the destruction of buildings on the original natural landscape. As if lying on the horizon, her low height shows a kind of distant loftiness, which gives visitors a sense of reverence for her history. We are also in awe of the belief that the Zhongshan Naval Museum's warship shape, combined with the museum, giving a standing conviction to the heroic warship out of the water. When you enter Wuhan from the north, the first thing you see is Wuhan Citizens' Home at the gate of Hankou Old City. This huge and towering red building is the largest and most functional home of citizens in China. Just for the greatest convenience of citizens to go through all kinds of examination and approval procedures and relax, she also has a most exciting atrium. You have to know that when young people fall in love across the river in this huge city of the world and are jokingly called long-distance love. And you will definitely have a heartfelt recognition of this home that keeps people closer. Enjoy one package service, convenient traffic after you go out, and 60 meters wide of Golden Bridge Avenue, sending you to a smooth river crossing bridge. Better city, better life. We might as well visit Optics Valley 188 Green International Community, where you can feel the existence of the century, summoned by optical fiber with a smell of grass. Large areas of green space and multiple energy-saving environmental protection system together retain a unique spring. When the city plans its blueprint with thousands of residential buildings, remember that those buildings made by those softest people are called Qingheju. She was transformed from old Qingshan shanty town. The Republic's industrial builders still can feel the concern of the country when they moved from low, narrow, and crowded shantytown to livable buildings. The words Qingheju gave them a real feeling of the dignity of the common people in the same country. Architect Liang Sicheng once said, "Bridges are so great, but they can also be petite and charming." Charming refers to the Chuhe Han Street in Wuchang and the small bridges and flowing stream of the bridge capital. When the white yacht untethered from the Sha Lake and passed through the 4 bridges, it ushers in the ethereal smoke of the East Lake. When the East Lake Sha Lake Connection project was completed, the 4 bridges become the transportation junction of Chuhe Han Street, bringing prosperity to the area of nearly 2 kilometers along the river. The metropolis spreads in circles, and vehicles are moving along the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th ring road in an orderly way. However, there are 2 other roads. Once completed, it immediately stunned the world, which was awarded the International Top Award for Excellence. One of the 2 roads is East Lake Greenway. In order to protect the natural ecological environment, the East Lake Greenway is equipped with a road 13+1. That is, 13 invisible animal passages. So that the indigenous small animals, who are not disturbed by human beings, can have a real green passage through the woods and grass, and can proudly declare, "Go our own way." All the motor vehicles disappear from the scenic spot, taking the East Lake Tunnel at the bottom of the lake. This one is also China's first and longest in-city lake tunnel. Under the lake, the tunnel for motor vehicles stretches for 10 kilometers. The most beautiful East Lake Greenway is thus formed. With winding jade belt, traveling more than 100 kilometers, she embraces Asia's largest in-city lake, reflecting every scenic spot, so that people can encounter these beautiful sceneries and keep them in their heart. The other is Zhongshan Avenue being transformed, an old street with a history of some 100 years. To make way for the people, build pleasant street scale, enhance the green landscape, at 80 intersections, free up space for nostalgic people to stop and look, thus soothing their homesickness. The context of the old Han Ko thus continues gracefully. The mighty river flows eastward. The broad river sits at the middle of the city. Left bank, a skyline of Yangtze River Demonstration District around the bank is about to rise. Right bank is hailed as Wuhan's central axis along the one side of Linjiang Avenue. Its skyline also gradually rises with the scroll Procurer. Cloud and Yellow Crane. What a poetic name. When the beauty becomes a benchmark for a city, those buildings and roads will deliver the mission and shimmer with charm.